I got my real estate license about 10 months ago. I'm 19 years old, and here's how I did 6 million in real estate sales over the last 10 months of having my real estate license as a brand new agent. There's a lot I've learned over the last 10 months. I've aligned myself with a few mentors who've sold 50 plus homes in a year, and I've taken a lot of information from them, and I am putting it here for you guys to learn from as well. A lot of this has to do with a service-based business. So if you either currently operate or own a service-based business, or you're looking to start one, I'm sure there's a lot that you can take out of this video that's going to be super helpful in converting more clients. When I first got my license, I really had no idea what I was doing, and I didn't even know what kind of services I was supposed to provide. But ultimately, I kind of summed down the business model to 3 simple steps. The step number 1 is how do you generate clientele. Step number 2 is how do you follow up with that clientele properly by showing them value and making sure that they use you for whatever service you're providing. And then step number 3 is how do you convert that client into a sale? In other words, money in your pocket on closing day. Depending on the services you provide, the model is very similar, but those 3 steps are going to be key and necessary in whatever service-based business that you are working in. Specific to mine, I generate clientele from 3 different lead generation sources. Generation source number 1 is cold calling. We cold call expired listings. These are homes that were on the market with another agent that didn't sell. We cold call for sale by owners, and we even just prospect the neighborhood and look for any kind of opportunity via phone direct sell contact through a cold call. Generation source number 2 is our channel partners. We're partnered with Zillow.com and Realtor.com, and sometimes these channel partners, or all the time, they provide us with buyer and seller connection leads, and these are people who are looking to buy and sell their home, and they were connected through us through Zillow.com or Realtor.com. And generation source number 3 is your sphere of influence, or if you're starting to create a referral-based business. And what you should be doing is every single quarter or every 3 months out of the year, you should be reaching out to the people that you know, your family, friends, people that know, like, and trust you. And you should also reach out to people who've done business, who you've done business with in the past, and you should ask for referrals. You should ask if they know anyone looking to buy or sell real estate, or if whatever service-based business you're on, ask them for a referral or for a connection, which could just help grow your business. That's how I personally generate clientele, and hopefully you took something from that. The next conversation we're going to have is how do you properly follow up with these potential buyer and sellers, or these potential clients properly. And we use a system, it's called a CRM system, and if you're in a service-based business, you should have a CRM. If you don't know what it is, look it up, and you can get a very detailed explanation on what it is and why you should have one. But pretty much all it does is it saves all of your contacts information. So all your potential clients, it stores their home address, full name, email, phone number, and then you can create a follow-up plan for every single client so you properly follow up with that person. So let's say I have a potential buyer and they're waiting until the spring or until 6 to 8 months before they are going to buy real estate. I'm not going to follow up with that person next week, but what I can do is in my CRM, I can put them on a follow-up C plan, and that's going to tell me to reconnect with that potential client every single month. So what the CRM does, it allows you to efficiently follow up with little maintenance, and it's just efficient because when you reach out to that person, you're reaching out to them at the right time. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is when you're following up, it's very important that you follow up with these potential clients properly. And there's really 3 key things that I look at whenever I'm following up with a potential client. The first thing you want to find out is you want to find out that person's motivation to using your service. In other words, in real estate, I'm a real estate agent, so the first thing I want to tap in on is their motivation. Why are you buying and or selling? And if you're able to tap into that motivation, say they're looking to buy a brand new home where they're going to raise their family, if I give that follow-up call and I tap in on their motivation, it's going to get them excited again about looking for a home, and they're going to match that excitement factor with my phone call. In other words, using me to help accomplish that goal. The second thing you want to tap in on is the problem that they're having with accomplishing that goal. Say they're looking to sell their home and they had it on the market prior with another listing agent and the home didn't sell. Well, what went wrong there? And if I can identify that problem for them and I can have them relate me, or not me to the problem, but relate me and present a solution to that problem, they're going to relate me to the solution. And when they run into that problem again, or they decide to sell their home and they don't want to run into that problem again, they're going to connect with me because I presented a solution to the problem. So there's really three key factors. Whenever you follow up, tap into the client's motivation, figure out what the problem they're having is, and be the person to present a solution to that problem. And I guarantee that when you follow up properly, that lead's going to convert when the time comes. And then that's the third part of the system, is how do you convert these clients into closed deals? And it's very easy. When you follow up with them, you simply ask for the appointment or you asked for their business. And if you followed up properly, provided the value you're supposed to provide, and that potential client sees you as the solution to their problem and sees you as the gateway to achieve the motivation, or to achieve their motive of moving or whatever they're trying to accomplish, they're going to use you when you ask for their business. So you want to ask confidently and you want to ask at the right time. And if you ask, follow up properly, that client is going to convert into business.